This rapper predicted the coronavirus in 2013. We need to talk about this. Okay, so behind me is a rapper who goes by the name Dr. Creep. Now he has been going viral recently because of a song that he released in 2013. Now the song is called Pandemic, and I'm just gonna play it for you and you'll understand why people are going crazy over it. Just listen. Yup, 8 damn years ago he said 2020 combined with coronavirus. Now what's so creepy is that we don't know anything about him. The only pictures that he posts of himself is him hiding his face in a gas mask. Now many think that he's either a time traveler or part of the government or someone trying to warn us about things that are gonna happen in the future. In fact, he literally posted on Facebook the other day that he's frustrated that this is the only song that people are talking about and that he has other predictions in other songs. So I did some stalking and I think I potentially found another one in his song Mind Control. Listen. That song was released in 2017 and he's saying that we're going to be in lockdown from 2021 to 2030. And that is the conspiracy.
If you're ever walking and hear a sound behind you, look up, for it might be the Gashadokuru. The Gashadokuru are skeleton giants who walk around in the middle of the night. If they see a human, they will quietly walk up behind them, bite off their head, and drink their spraying blood. Soldiers that die on the field and people that die of starvation usually do not have their final rites read. In Japanese culture, that means that their soul cannot pass on and they're reborn as a hungry ghost. When the bones of hundreds of those souls gather together, they become the skeleton monster known as Gashadokuru. If you're a fan of monsters, scary stories, and lore, please support this channel. Thank you guys.
This is the most terrifying bathroom of all time. This bathroom is located at a bar in Japan, and this face sits right in front of the toilet. Well, the toilet seat has pressure sensors, so whenever somebody sits down, this face moves slowly closer to you while singing a drunken tune, until it eventually kisses your kneecaps. Watch the video.
So we all remember this girl right here, Jeanette McCurdy, also known as Sam Puckett. She played on the Nickelodeon show iCarly, one of her most popular shows. Now let's talk about Jeanette McCurdy's real life story. During the iCarly show, Jeanette was battling with a very traumatic event in her life. Her mom was dying from cancer. Jeanette wanted to take some time off the show so she could spend her last couple months with her mom. But Jeanette was forced to stay on the show and was pressured into doing really weird things by her boss. This man right here, Dan Schneider. Being forced to stay on the show and not being able to see her mom, Sam was slowly dying in the inside.
Dan Schneider, I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Vine. Look what you've done to me.
And also had a really weird foot fetish. I know we all remember this episode. Who doesn't remember this one? Then he forced Sam to wear this shirt on the show. Yeah, I know you guys see that right there. But this is just the beginning and I'm only getting started. So like and comment for a part 2. Did Justin Bieber sell his soul? The answer is yes, he actually did, and it started at a very young age in the music industry. Back in 2013, Justin would just cover one eye in every single picture, and we all know what that means. He would also randomly do the devil horns. And then you got this, the infamous 666 covering one eye, and he did this back in 2010. Back in 2015, Justin was arrested due to multiple charges. During the court hearing, something happened to Justin that went viral all across the internet. I'm gonna play this video, and I want you to keep looking at Justin's eyes.
With the following. DUI, alcohol, or drugs, resisting without violence.
I know you all saw that his eyes changed from regular to reptilian eyes when he blinked. Now when he blinked, his eyes went from that to that right there. I'm led to believe that Justin Bieber looks up to Marilyn Manson. During one of his concerts, he was just casually wearing Marilyn Manson on his shirt. This is Marilyn Manson. He's a Satan worshiper. This is my Instagram. Please get me to 10K if you guys want a part 2, and I'm doing shoutouts as well.
Advice that my grandma gave me, part 1. I'll ask for this series, so here it is. If you ever have a dream that somebody will be getting married, like they literally, the wedding is happening and they're about to say vows and all of that, they actually go through with the wedding, there is a 90% chance that that person is going to pass away. He always told me this ever since I was really young, and I didn't believe it until it happened to me. I remember I had a dream that my dad was getting married, but I did not like her for some reason. I don't know, she was just so ugly to me. I didn't like her, and I just told my dad, like, I don't want you to get married to her. And I remember having a whole argument with my dad about it. I even gave him an ultimatum, and of course he chose me. And I remember that lady being so angry that my dad chose me. It was like the angrier she got, the uglier she got. Anyways, he didn't get married to her, but the very next day, guess what happens? A TV falls on my dad. Like one of the 90s big back TVs. But thank goodness he only had like a broken finger.
Okay guys, I just found something incredibly weird on Google Earth and I want to know what you think. Okay, you're gonna get on Google Earth here. You wanna go all the way over to Nevada. You're gonna go down into the desert just like this. Zoom in right here. Once you get all the way down, you are gonna find a circular object. Kind of looks like a thumbprint, but this is where it starts to get crazy. Okay, you're gonna zoom in right here, and then you're gonna drop down to Street View. There should be a little dot you can click on. Wait for it right there. Okay, now click on the dot and I'll zoom in. Now what you're about to see, I cannot explain, and I do not understand. I'm like literally like, I don't think I'm supposed to see this. So here you go. You're gonna zoom in. You're gonna scroll over, you're gonna see a man in all white on a bicycle looking really creepy, but that's not the scariest part. Watch, when you flip around, there's a whole group of them in a circle doing some sort of weird ceremony or something. I don't know, you guys.
Follow for more.
10 facts you didn't know that could save your life. If your house ever smells like fish for no reason, 9 times out of 10 it's because there's an electrical fire. If you're in a foreign country and you need to call for help but you don't know the emergency number, call 112 and it'll automatically connect you to the nearest helpline. If a tornado looks like it's not moving, it's actually moving towards you. If you ever wake up to the smell of gas, don't turn on a light. A spark from the light switch could blow up your entire house. Lying flat on your back is the best way to survive a falling elevator. If your hair suddenly stands up, duck and cover because you're about to be struck by lightning. If you ever fall off the edge onto the tracks, don't try and crawl back up. There's a crawl space built to go underneath in case this happens. If a deer runs across the road, it's better to hit it than swerve into the ditch. But if it's a moose, then it's better to swerve into the ditch. Because hitting a moose is like hitting a brick wall. Even if you have no service, you can still dial 911. In an emergency, your phone will connect to the nearest tower. If you ever get kidnapped into the back of a vehicle, disconnect the brake light wire so the cops will pull them over, then kick on the door to let them know that you're there.